The sun is coming up again, looking like it's gonna be a problem. Cause I'd be lying to you if I said this ain't a thing and I've been looking for a new one. I keep on waiting for the weekend, gonna hit you up and tell you that I want you. Cause I just wanna feel.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while and that's basically because it's Jacaranda season, Halloween season. If we do that here, do we do that here? No. Do we? No, we don't. Most importantly guys, it's study season. So if you haven't been studying, what are you doing? I'm just kidding. Today I'm basically going to be showing you guys how I set up my calendars, files, writing material, anything organization related in preparation for my final quarter of the year. I'm sure you guys have heard how procrastination is basically your mind trying to protect you from situations that are associated to negative emotions. So if you want to stop procrastinating, then you need to change the way you feel about your work. Some of these things include changing your workspace, changing your study time, and for me, making things look as feasibly aesthetic as possible. I can promise you guys I'm definitely getting more work done just because I put so much effort into producing and creating these organizational interventions for myself that I couldn't not use them, you know.
She looks at me and I look at her, and she looks at me and I look at her.
Wait, did she just?
I think she just did. Audacity. How rude.
That's right. We looking at you.
Don't tell us the idea of tapping into your unlimited potential doesn't entice you.
So guys, without further ado, let's get into it.
There are four main things that I need to get done. The first is creating a central file for all my notes. Secondly, I'm reorganizing my flashcards and storing them rather unconventionally. Then we calendarize our dates. And finally, my bullet journal setup for this month.
All I wanna do is feel awesome. Yeah. All I wanna do is feel.
Okay guys, so welcome to day one. First thing I'm doing is creating the cover for my file. I got these really nice pictures, so I'm gonna stick them on the cover of this file, but I'm not going to stick them directly on the file. I'm going to be doing it on the sticky paper, and then I'm gonna stick the sticky paper over the file. I think it's gonna look cute. I've never done it. It's supposed to look like those Tumblr versions of people's laptop covers. I don't know if you guys have seen those, but let's go make this file.
So obviously 2020 has brought about a lot of challenges for everyone. But if you're watching this video, then it means you're doing a better job at coping through the tough times than you think. Along the way, we've all consciously and subconsciously found new things that give us comfort. Knowing how tough it can be to keep my motivation for the final push, I knew I wanted my file to resonate with all the things I've discovered this year that make me feel happy, strong, motivated, and generally remind me of the values I want to uphold in my life. I know it might seem a little overly sentimental for a study file, but sometimes it is a little harder to find the motivation to pick up my notes and get to work. Seeing the cover of my file reminds me of who I am as a multidimensional person, and that school is just one section of my life that will come and go, so I can definitely put my best effort in for a few hours to reap the rewards for a few years. Before I had this file, I was using hardcover lined books, which was okay, except for the fact that I wasn't storing information in the order that I wanted to. So I decided to switch things up and use ExamPad for the remainder of the year and put everything in a centralized location. This is so convenient because sometimes I print my notes, and with this file, I can now just have everything together in one place. I know people have been doing this for years, and I low-key used to do it too, but I guess it is what it is. The front few pages had the same theme, some inspirational quotes, letters, and a photo of my old team. And yes guys, I am taller in real life. Next was rearranging my flashcards. Now this wasn't too difficult, mainly because there weren't too many flashcards and they weren't in that much of a mess. The main thing here was just finding somewhere to keep them and a way to keep them separated instead of just shoving them all in the slowly ripping plastic sleeve thing that they came in. I settled on using a piece of thread because this was way more efficient than trying to staple all of them together, and I saw them in this cappuccino sachet box that I will soon paint if I ever get inspired to. But it does the job, and my flashcards are in size A6 in case you also want to opt for this vintage storage kit. Now this whole process was quite fun, but calendarizing was the most reassuring of all. I printed out calendars for the last 3 months of the year in 2 different themes, one for my study timetable and one for my deadlines, and I planned everything to the last possible detail for the remainder of the year. Of course, things change, and that's why I wrote everything in pencil, gave myself Sundays off to catch things up, which I can now say was beyond necessary, and I gave myself an extra week at the end of November as my final safety net. Will that really be enough leeway though? I guess it is what it is. For some people, it might be overwhelming to see everything we need to get done all at once. For me, it saves time because I wake up each day knowing that whatever I have set for the day is in relation to the destination, so I can kind of just trust that the instruction manual will guide me. Finally, my bullet journal spread for the month, which, if you know me, was quite a highlight. I'll show you guys each theme before I time-lapse through the process, just so you know what we're going for. The main purpose here is to have a diary where I can write down my week's objectives and solely focus on its details without having to refer to my calendar all the time. What I've grown to love about bullet journaling is firstly that it's really therapeutic to just take time to create something small frequently. Secondly, it can be as complex or as minimalistic as you want it to be. As you can see, some months I feel like art and other months I really don't. It's really wholesome and tailored to me. Some weeks I'll leave space to track habits that I feel need some extra attention, maybe make a page to jot down some YouTube video ideas. I also leave these progress bars for when I need extra motivation. And most importantly, if you don't set up your diary, you don't have one, which forces a bit of accountability into my life as to how I'm spending my days. Essentially, my journal does whatever I want it to do, and it makes me feel like more of a boss in my own life. Plus, like I said, I can't not use it after spending so much time working on it. Of course, I set this all up knowing that I am human and things don't always go as planned, but it's far better than walking in with my eyes closed. Here's a quick flip through of the end product.
Looking like it's gonna be a problem, cause I'd be lying to you if I said this ain't a thing and I've been looking for a new one. I keep on waiting for the weekend. Gonna hit you up and tell you that I want you, cause I just wanna feel like this again. Oh, oh, oh. All I wanna do is feel awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All I wanna do is feel awesome. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, can you make me feel awesome? Up and down, side to side, and then back and forth, up all night again, me and you.
Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that your creative enzymes were stimulated and that you are feeling positive and ready to work really hard. It's our final push, guys. We can do this. You didn't make it this far just to make it this far. So keep going, stay organized, be kind to yourself and others, and I'll see you guys all next week.